case, it reveals that Jay's ex-lover Cathy White was pregnant with Blue Ivy when she passed away. Since Jaguar Wright publicly blamed Beyonce for Cathy's death, there has been much conjecture around this. Beyonce was accused of pushing Jay to remove Cathy and stealing the baby she was carrying from Jay just before Cathy passed away. The baby's name was Blue Ivy. Bey apparently pretended to be pregnant while Cathy was expecting Blue. The news of Blue's arrival was instantly extensively shared on blogs by Bey once they brought Cathy out and she gave birth. Even though no one expected Katt Williams to become involved in this, she began speaking and is now backed up by Jaguar's allegations. People had truly forgotten about this remained the case until the publication of Beyonce's album Cowboy Carter last year. One of the songs on the album, Daughter, is thought to be Beyonce's admission that she killed Cathy. According to reports, Beyonce said in the song that she had assisted her boyfriend in hiding the fact that she had unlived her beloved's mistress. The title of the song is also thought to allude to Blue Ivy, the daughter Cathy was carrying when she passed away. Your body is spread out on these filthy floorboards, the song's words said. Your blood is on my handmade clothes. Permit me to write in, restroom attendant. She felt a great sense of wonder. I did my best to remain calm, but that haughtiness of yours disturbed my tranquility. You are now completely black and blue since I tore your dress. See what I did because of you. The altar boys and choir boys are constantly remarking that I'm not like my father at all, despite the fact that I'm the total opposite. I'll be like my dad if you make fun of me. The water of the Titanic is not as cool as me. As previously stated, some individuals believe the lyrics are too complicated to be merely a song, while others claim it was simply that. Even though it was claimed that Cathy died from a brain aneurysm, more investigation was conducted over time, and some findings simply didn't add up. Let's go back to August. Many people find it strange that Beyonce announced her pregnancy at the MTV VMAs on the 28th of 2011, considering the timing of her delivery and Cathy's death. On January 12, 2012, while Cathy was allegedly pregnant, Bey is said to have given birth to Blue. Additionally, Cathy was discovered dead at her residence a few days prior to Beyonce's due date. Beyonce surprises everyone by announcing the arrival of Blue at the beginning of the year. People still believe that Cathy was never actually pregnant and that Beyonce and Jay use her as a surrogate to blow through surrogacy. You can see that in relation to despite carrying the embryo, the surrogate in gestational surrogacy is genetically unrelated to the kid. Using the sperm and eggs of the intended parents, the embryo is produced. This infant has the genes of the mother and intended father but not the surrogate. Despite the fact that Bey is alleged to have never born Blue, this explains why Blue resembles Bey and Jay. To see why some people believe Bey was never truly pregnant, watch this video of her growing baby bulge while she was seated. Do you know a lot of pregnant women who sit with their bellies protruding like that? After giving birth, Beyonce reportedly kicked Cathy out of her house because she didn't want her to start dating Jay again. Also, since Cathy is dead, there is no possibility that she will ever come out to expose Bey. Is it possible to discuss how the hospital received more than $1.3 million from Bey and Jay to close the venture floor that Bey was supplying? Has Blue been born? I question whether it's ever that serious. Unless, of course, there is some evil going on that the public isn't intended to be aware of. I suppose so. People also mention this really twisted and malevolent poem from Beyonce's song Anger, in which she describes how she would do anything, even dressing in her ex-lover's skin and hair, to be able to keep him by her side forever. Pay attention, everyone. According to a since-removed article, Hollywood Street King claimed to have spoken with one of the detectives who looked into Cathy's murder and was informed that her death was a homicide rather than the consequence of a brain aneurysm. "I learned yesterday that Cathy Michelle White had unexpectedly departed," said the report. "I instantly started looking into it. And you know what? Cathy did not pass away from a brain aneurysm, unlike what has been extensively circulated on the internet today. There is no confirmed cause of death for Cathy, according to a NIB detective. The toxicology and autopsy reports will also be sent to us later today. The death is being viewed as suspicious," he said. The 911 call originated from a residence located at 130 West 19th Street in Manhattan. Cathy was taken by ambulance due to her illness. She passed away after being sent to Beth Israel Hospital. She may have had an aneurysm, but it was too soon to speculate. An autopsy will be performed later today to determine the cause of death. Due to the possibility that Cathy contracted a serious infection from someone, we will have to wait 2 weeks for the results of a toxicological test. Cathy was contacted by prominent media that was looking into the Jay-Z link 2 weeks before her passing. Although she didn't tell them much, one of our sources claims that after speaking with the tabloid, she called Jay and threatened to make their affair public unless she was paid. All of this has taken place in the last 2 weeks. After it was revealed that Beyonce was pregnant with Jay's child, the young woman passed very suddenly under strange circumstances a little more than 48 hours later. But she was far from finished. In a follow-up interview, Jaguar explained the incident in more detail, including the claims that Beyonce had faked her pregnancy and taken Cathy's unborn child out of her womb before removing her. As it happens, Blue Ivy is the child that Cathy was expecting prior to Jay removing her. Cathy's death was also attributed to Jay by noted writer Liz Crokin. Shortly before she died, Liz was actually preparing to speak directly to Cathy about her affair with Jay. "I think that when Kanye West claims that Jay-Z has a mur, he is referring to those who have Cathy White. It was the reporter I spoke with just before your supposed mistress died that was removed. To me, everything makes sense. I understand what you're doing. Go away. This is your moment. You and Diddy might be allowed to share a cell in prison." She went on, "Justice is on the way. Eventually, Jay-Z will be exposed for spirit cooking, just like Diddy was. I would understand why Kanye said it, and Jay is correct. Essentially, he is evil. I hope and pray that Cathy White will receive justice. The collapse of false idols will not stop. Listen to what I said, because he does not want Jay and Bey to threaten him with legal action like they did with Jaguar." When she appeared on Piers Morgan's show, Katt has reportedly refrained from publicly discussing these claims with them thus far. "But, darling, it seems that he still thinks Blue isn't Bey's biological child. I suspect that many people agree as well, by saying that Bey had taken Blue away from Cathy, which further validated his accusations. Someone said, if Blue was born January 7th, that means when Beyonce announced being pregnant, she was allegedly 4 months pregnant, which means her stomach shouldn't have been that big at the VMAs back in 2017. I read about this with that deflated baby bump," another individual said. "Here we are once more, even though I didn't want to think about taking it out of my algorithm. But I'd like to know your opinion now. What do you think of Katt claiming that Bey and Jay were the reason Cathy died? Does everyone genuinely believe that Blue is a surrogate child? Please leave a remark in the section below with your ideas. Remember to click here to watch this other pornographic movie.